this is Brittany from Brittany Talks Beauty, and this is my very first of many to come YouTube videos. I've dreamed about making a YouTube channel for as long as I can remember, and I plan on doing some hauls, some tutorials, and reviews for y'all. And if you have any other suggestions for me, just leave them in the bottom comments down below. But today, I filmed for y'all my fall makeup tutorial using the new Anastasia World Traveler palette. So if you want to stay tuned and see how I got this look, go ahead and watch the video. Bye, guys. Okay, first we're going to start with the Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser in Fair, and I'm just putting that in a triangle shape underneath my eyes. This really helps to brighten up that really dark area, and being a college student, I get very little sleep. And I'm also putting this on the high points of my face, like my forehead, my chin, and around my mouth. And then I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and just blend all that in. Next, I am using the Airspun Loose Face Powder in Transparent, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that, tap it off my brush, and put it underneath my eyes to set that concealer so it doesn't crease throughout the day. Next, I'm going to take my foundation. This is the It Cosmetics Celebration Foundation in Light. I ordered this off of QVC, and I've really been enjoying it. It's a medium to full coverage powder foundation, and I'm just putting that in the places that I have redness or acne, and it does a really good job at covering it all up. And don't forget to blend it down your neck, because I know for me, my face and my body is a different color, so I like to make sure that you can't see the color difference. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead with the eyes and take the Anastasia World Traveler palette and go in with Soft Peach. I'm going to place that shade all over my entire eyelid on both eyes. This just really creates a base so that whenever I add the darker colors later on, it blends in more seamlessly. Next, I'm going to take the Morocco shade and just focus that in the crease. You don't really want to go above or below it because you want to create a shadow. And blending is key for this entire eye look, so I've speeded it up a little because I blend like crazy. And I just go back in and add more to intensify it. You can add as much or as little as you want. It just really depends on how intense you want your look to be. Next, I'm going to take the pink champagne sparkly color, and I'm going to wet my brush with a little bit of the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This just intensifies the color a little bit, and I'm going to put that on the inner half of my eye. You always want to make sure that you pat the shadow first so that the sparkle doesn't fall down onto your already done foundation. And next, I'm just adding a little bit more of the Morocco shade, just intensifying it. Sometimes when you add a little bit of glitter, you lose a little bit of the crease shade, so I'm just going to pack a little bit more color into my crease. And then I'm going to take a blending brush and just blend all the harsh lines out around the edge of my eyes. And I'm going to take the black matte shade in the palette and just focus that on the outer V of my eyes. This just creates a little bit more depth to the look. And if you aren't into very dark colors, you could use the color Fudge in the palette. It's more of a darker matte brown color, and that will just soften it a little bit. And this might look a little intense at first, but I promise I'm going to go back in and blend it because, like I said, blending is key. You don't want to have a black harsh line around your eyes. Okay, time for eyeliner. I'm taking the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Charcoal. I'm just going to line the very top of my eyes. I'm not doing this on the bottom or anything, and I'm not really doing a wing. I'm just doing a simple thin line. And this eyeliner is really good about staying on all day and not smudging. I know I've had problems with other gel eyeliners kind of transferring onto the top of my lid, and this one actually stays put pretty well. And just be really patient when it comes to eyeliner because I know that it can be hard to get the line completely straight, but with practice, it comes a little bit easier. I'm still not perfect at it. I also went ahead and did my brows off camera using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown. And if y'all would like to see a brow tutorial, just leave it in the comments down below and I don't mind filming that for you. Next, we're going to take a little bit of that Morocco shade, the burnt orange, and place it underneath the eyes. I just am very softly placing this under the eyes. I don't want it to be too harsh and look like I got punched in the eye, but adding a little bit of shadow underneath creates this really nice soft look. And you really want to make sure that you blend this part as well because if it's just a harsh line of color, it doesn't look very cute. And next, just take any white eyeliner that you would like. This is the Chella eyeliner. I think that white is a really good eyeliner to make your eyes pop. It makes the whites of your eyes wider. And then next, I'm going to take the Covergirl Supersize Mascara and just apply that to my lashes. I also applied a little bit to my lower lashes, but I didn't show that on camera. Next, we're going to contour with the Wet n Wild Contour Palette in the color Caramel Toffee. I'm going to just take the contour color and work that into the hollows of my cheeks, up onto my temples and my forehead. Also like to take this around my jawline just to slim it down a little and down my neck just to make sure it blends in seamlessly. I'm just going to take a stippling brush and blend that all together so that there isn't any harshness. And then next I'm going to take the Milani blush in Berry Amore and I'm going to place that on the apples of my cheeks and blend that back into my hairline. This blush is really, really pretty for the fall. It's a berry color, obviously, Berry Amore, and it has a little bit of golden sheen to it, not sparkly or anything by any means. And next for my favorite part, highlighter, I'm taking the Becca Cosmetics collaboration with Jaclyn Hill in Champagne Pop, and I'm going to take a stippling brush and just place that on the cheekbones, on the bridge of the nose, and a little bit on the cupid's bow. This highlighter is absolutely stunning. It is hands down my favorite. I also like to put a little bit of that in the inner corners of my eyes and underneath my brow bone. ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Trap. I recently just purchased a couple of these and they are really, really good. It is very liquidy at first. I was kind of hesitant whenever I first put it on, but it dries very, very matte and it stays, no joke, all day long. Like, I wore this the other day, I ate, I took a little nap, everything, and it stayed on through it all. And that is it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And if you enjoyed this fall makeup look, give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!